Hey diddly ho there, gamerinos. Toodly fruitily, it's time to get noodly. I'm gonna put this here instead. Who cares about a wire? Let's... Remind. So before Remind comes out, I thought that I would get out some like nice bets here and there so I can say to somebody that I told you so. So let's get into a couple of them. I'm going to start out with a little bit of an easy one here. The young Master Xehanort scenes will happen and I won't care about them. That's pretty easy to say because I already don't care about young Xehanort. Like, I already know what's gonna happen. I already know where he ends up. I already know his life. I don't need to learn anymore. Get this twink out of my face. So that's the first one. I'm sure I've kept a lot of people still watching this. Next, we are not hopping timelines to correct the Keyblade graveyard events. And by extension, Worldines do not mean the same thing as timelines, as evidenced by the fact that I do not want that to happen. The multiverse is like not a good decision to put into your stories. I live in the middle of nowhere. I don't know who's driving. Like, I don't know why you all are chomping at the bit for this to be happening when a multiverse obviously would do nothing more than create more problems than you think it's solving. For example, one of those problems would be if there are separate timelines, then that would mean that there is a timeline out there that exists where Kairi literally does nothing and then dies. And that's a shitty fucking timeline. That's a shitty fucking thing to have happen. So I don't believe it. Until someone spits the word Worldline into my face in a cutscene and tells me that it means the same thing as a timeline, I'm not gonna go along with it. Well, here's a good bet to put out there. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that all Guardians of Light will be playable individually. Like beyond just the circle in the sky kind of thing. They're all going to have a segment. You got some big bets. You got some big bets. Okay, now this is for Demyx and Luxord. So we know that they're from Key Time, but we haven't seen them in Union Cross or Key or any of the other iterations that you want to call it. So I'm gonna go ahead and call right now that Luxord and Demyx are Chirithes. We got some big bets. We got some big bets over here. Contrary to popular demand, the Lingering will not be playable. Somebody's got to bet on it. Might as well be me. I have Xion on this list. I don't really know what to really make of her, though, since I had gone into Remind thinking that this was going to be her DLC, but she hasn't been in the trailers, like, at all. So I guess my prediction for her is that she's gonna be there. Like, hopefully how her heart is extracted from Sora's is shown and explained in its entirety, because it wasn't... okay, well, no, okay, so my prediction for Xion is that I will be surprised. There's a prediction for you. Next, Namine will try multiple times to get Sora to stop diving deeper, because I want her to show up for more than one cutscene, and hopefully she will be like a constant throughout the Remind scenario, because I want to see more of her. Ooh, here's a nice, good, and big bet. Here's one of the Final Fantasy characters will not have a single line. Just one is just there for completely aesthetic purposes. I don't know who it is, I don't know what they're gonna do, but they're gonna do next to nothing. And they're just gonna be there for show. Oh, this next one. How did this get in here? My soul will ascend to a different plane when I play as Kairi? That shouldn't be in a prediction video. I already know that's gonna happen. Oh, okay. All right. So a real Kairi prediction. Here's a real Kairi prediction. Okay, ready? Kairi in a menu? I'm shaking just thinking about that. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so here's what I kind of actually wanted to make this whole video for, because I've seen a lot of people talking about the little lights that show up in Axel Roxas and Xion's chest, and they have like a lot of theories about, you know, deep diving into what that could mean. But I want to at least put it out there that it's just going to be like a visual representation of the group attacks game mechanic, and that's just their way of explaining like that mechanic in a cutscene. That's my prediction for that, because the Kingdom Hearts series has always kind of prided itself in having like a little bit of an explanation for game mechanics, like all the protagonists being set back to 0 at the beginning of every game. Like, they don't have to do that. It's a cool little quirk of theirs, and I'm happy that they do because it's cute. But I hope that they never get to the point where like they can't naturally work it into the story. Like, the Kingdom Hearts team don't ever feel the pressure to like give a reason why everybody's lost all their powers. Like, we will come with you on that. Okay, it's fine. It's a video game. We get it. You're super cute though. Keep doing what you doing. And just to like get all the timeline stuff locked in, I'm gonna say that Riku is looking for Sora before Kairi gets back, whatever the ending means symbolically or otherwise, because if she is back and she's not like in a coma or something and she's not looking for Sora, I will flip my lid, you know, I'll have a fucking breakdown. Nomura, if you did write that into the game, you have 7 days to fix it, so I don't want to experience it. All right, and this is the last prediction I'm gonna do. I'm telling you all, Yazora is a bad guy. I'm telling you, he's not gonna be good for us. He is, and I'm telling you this, he is a dark reflection of Sora, and his Stella is dead. And he's like if Sora's Kairi figure was taken away from him and like everything goes wrong. That's what Yazora is. He's not gonna be a good guy. Maybe we'll save him. Maybe he'll get a redemption, but he's not gonna start off good. And I would like to close out this video with a little something from a little while ago. I had a dream, I think that was about Remind. So I'm going to read what I wrote now. This is dated August 7th, 2019. So Kingdom Hearts 3 dropped like 5 DLCs. Unbeknownst to me, which of course is impossible. Me, you don't have to worry about this. This will never happen, okay? Calm down. So I am completely oblivious. All the 5 DLCs come out and people were already playing it and like have posted their Let's Plays. And I was somehow late to the party, which was an important feeling in the dream. You know how like everything's amplified in a dream, so that was a big part of it, that I was like late. And like, oh god, I'm such like a disgrace, that kind of thing. One of them was a Yazora DLC, okay. But the one that I cared about was the Kairi one that was called 0.6 something, maybe rehire, something. Might have also been Remind. Okay, and it's during the events of Kingdom Hearts 1, Kairi, her heartless body, woke up, lawyered up, a phrase that was hammered in, like repeated, with Fox and some other humanoid animal whose name is the animal, who were two Disney characters that aren't actually Disney characters. Okay, so Kairi's legal team is Fox, who's a fox, and like, I don't know, maybe a rabbit, who's a rabbit, and sued Maleficent, saying that she couldn't use the Princesses of Heart that way. There was one part where Kairi was narrating all sad, and to emphasize the point, they panned. Oh no, so they faded to a sketchy picture of Alice and Belle looking sad. Like they couldn't actually animate it, they just put, they put a picture and just those two. Kairi was playable, hell yeah. So I predicted that. But only in one room. This room was a dreamy white cathedral and had beds of white lilies. Oh, and that's because I was playing Three Houses and Lady Reyes. Okay. She killed one enemy while I played, which looked just like a dark silhouette, not a heartless. And she only used form changes, but they were mixed with the medieval knight aesthetic of Three Houses again. Okay. Way to just show all your cards. She also used blizzard claws, okay. But they were made out of iron shields. All right, and she had a knight's helmet. Oh, like Hilde. Hell yeah! I'll play a Hildy Kairi. Hell yeah! Oh no! Riku bullied her the whole time. They lost the case. Oh no! And Kairi was like, well, that wasn't the outcome I was hoping for. And went back to sleep. Oh! Well, okay, so that was a peek into my psyche. Okay, so what did we learn? I like Three Houses, or was really into it in August. I like Kairi, but I don't expect a lot. Until I do, because I really do hope. Okay, well, hopefully that was more entertaining than it was confusing for me. Yeah, let's hope for a really good remind. So that's my prediction video. At the time of recording this, it is 11 days until remind. I don't know how I'm surviving. See you then.